Good evening, Mayor Stone, council members, and Upland residents. My name is Sharon Harden, and I am here tonight on behalf of the Upland Cities Employees Association. Tonight, you will decide between two nominees for appointment to the Personnel Board of Review. The Personnel Review Board is important to the employees, as they will hear appeals on issues affecting their employment and working conditions. Now, more than ever, the employees need someone who can make important decisions based on what is right and not on their personal opinion of an individual or group. We do not have an HR director, and working conditions are becoming more uncomfortable under the leadership of the current city manager, who hasn't followed the city's own policy. For example, an incident of workplace violence and harassment occurred. Ms. Vagnazzi attempted to brush the incident under the carpet. She failed to hold a proper investigation, and she did not provide a safe environment for employees. She let her own opinion of an employee prevent her from doing the right thing. This board will consist of 3 members, one appointed by the city, one mutually agreed upon by the city and the associations, and the final seat is decided by council from the employee association's nominations. The UCEA submitted our nomination for the vacant seat in December. The choice was between 2 applicants, and we nominated Steve Bierbaum. Steve himself was once a public employee. He has experience with internal investigations and is an active and respected leader within the Upland community, making him an obvious choice for the association. Of all the represented groups in the city, the 2 largest groups selected Steve Bierbaum as their nomination. It is our hope that this is taken into the largest group selected Steve Bierbaum as their nomination. It is our hope that this is taken into consideration because of 203 city employees. The associations representing 81% of employees have have nominated Steve Bierbaum. We hope the council will not overlook the fact that 81% of the employees are undeniable majority have nominated Steve Bierbaum for the Personnel Board of Review. Furthermore, we were surprised to see a new name was submitted for nomination as their application. Thank you.
After Ms. B.
The employees union, the employees represented say they wanted to have Mr. Bierbaum appointed, and I respect their selection, so I would like to move that we select Mr. Bierbaum.
All right. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
All right. Let's vote.
Okay. My thing is that you're giving us information. Councilmember Rodriguez giving me information that's not on the packet, and I'm trying to make my decisions off what's given to us in the staff packet, and according to the Brown Act, we're supposed to only discuss things that are on the packet. If you get outside information, that should be presented to the whole council, because you're making decisions off information that wasn't on the packet that I did not know about, which is, I believe, from the League of Cities, we can't do that.
And during the public speaking, we had the Police Association and the Employees Association right today speak in favor of Steve Bierbaum. If they didn't reach out to me during the week after listening to him tonight, I would have voted in favor of what they're asking for.
Bierbaum. He is qualified and he is who the general employees want, so why not? Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor Stone, Mayor Pro Tem Elliott, Council Members Zuniga, Felix, and Velto. Members of the city staff, good evening to all. My name is Steve Beerbaum. I reside at 2052 Windermere Way here in the city of Upland. Let me first thank the Upland Police Department for their work they've done in the city. The men and the women of the department have made incredible leaps and bounds over the past 3 to 4 months. And for anybody who's following what's going on in the city, I don't have to say anything further. I would like to take a few minutes to address agenda item 14B regarding the city employee's choice and your subsequent appointment to the Personnel Board of Review. Let me say that I am honored and I'm humbled to have been nominated for this board assignment by the vast majority of the hardworking men and women in the city of Upland. I am aware of the requirements that govern this position under Section 2.36.160 of the city's municipal code. This particular position is selected from the name or names submitted by the employee associations. And yes, what it also says is it requires a 4/5 vote of the city council for approval. There are 23 members of the Upland City Managers Association that submitted Mrs. Beats' name for consideration. Thank you to Mrs. Beats for her willingness to help the city move forward. The membership of the Upland Employees Association and the Police Officers Association have expressed confidence in choosing me as a representative to the board. I do not take this responsibility lightly, and I want to thank them for their confidence in me, regardless of your decision tonight. Members of the City Council, you have my application, which includes my qualifications, as part of your packet. I have participated over the years in many police investigations as an investigating officer, in internal affairs investigations, arson investigation, subordinate interviews, and union-related reporting. While employed as a military and civilian police officer, a firefighter, a fire prevention inspector, and finally as a fire captain with the County of Los Angeles Fire Department, 34 years of federal, city, and county public safety employment. I'm honored to have served in those capacities. I consider myself well-versed and qualified to conduct interviews, listen, ask relevant questions based upon current statute and scope of the investigation, then objectively articulate the unbiased results of the investigation into reports for superiors, staff, or involved agencies to evaluate. That is what I believe you are looking for, and a friend of mine who I love dearly has reminded me to say, let's keep it transparent. Have a good evening.